So in this problem, we need to determine the equation of a circle that's passing through 3 points. Let's try to understand the problem graphically. Meaning we have a circle that's passing through 3 points, 1, 2, 3, -4, and 5, -6. We need to determine the equation of this circle. Now, in order to find out the equation of the circle, there are two information that we need to obtain. We'll need to obtain the coordinate of the center, and we'll also need to find out the radius of the circle. For this, we'll have to use the general form of a circle. Let's specify the general form of a circle. So we have a circle. Its general form is given by the equation x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. Here g, f and c are constant. Then the coordinate of the center is going to be denoted by -g, -f, and the radius is given by this particular equation. So we will be using this general form. So let's use this. We know the general form of a circle given by x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2 times fy plus c equals to 0. Now, it's given here that the circle passes through 3 points. Let's consider the first point 1, 2. Since the circle is passing through the point 1, 2, it means then we can replace the value of x with 1 and the value of y with 2, because it's going to satisfy, this point is going to satisfy the equation of the circle. So that means we get 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 2g plus 2 times 2 will be 4. So we have 4y plus c equals to 0. So this immediately gives us an equation in 3 variable. 2g plus 4f plus c equals to -5. We're going to label this as equation number 1. Now, if we consider the next point, which is 3, -4, then for this point, we are going to replace the value of x with 3 and the value of y with -4. 3 squared will be 9, plus -4 squared will be 16, plus we have 2 times g times 3, so that's 6g. And then we have 2 times f value will be f and y will be -4. So we have -8f plus c equals to 0. Rearranging the terms, we get 6g minus 8f plus c equals to -25. So let this be equation number 2. And finally, we are going to consider the point 5, -6. 5 squared is 25, added to -6 squared, so that's 36. Then we have plus 10g minus 12 times f plus c equals to 0. Rearranging the terms, we get 10g minus 12f plus c equals to -61. So let this be equation number 3. So now what we'll do, we'll use equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. We have 3 equations with 3 unknown parameters g, f and c. We can solve them simultaneously to obtain each of the values. Let's do that. So let's first begin by eliminating the parameter c. For this, we are going to take equation number 1, and from it, let's subtract equation number 2. So we have 2g minus 6g, so that's going to give us -4g. Then we have 4f minus of -8f, so that's becomes a positive 8f, so we get positive 12f. C cancels out, and this will be equals to -5 plus 25, so that's positive 20. Now here we can further simplify this if we take -4 as the common factor. So we have -4 multiplied to g minus 3f equals to, we have -4 multiplied to -5. We can factor out -4 from both sides, and that leaves us with g minus 3f equals to -5. And this is a new equation. Let's call it equation number 4, and now has only 2 parameters, g and f. So what we'll do next, we will take equation number 1, and from it let's subtract equation number 3, or you can take equation number 2 and subtract 3 from it. So in this case, we now have 6g. No, we are subtracting 3 from 1, so we have 2g minus 10g, so that's -8g. Then we have 4f minus of -12f, so we get positive 16f. C cancels out, and we have now -5 minus of 61, then we have 61 minus 5, so that's equals to 56. So that will be 56. Let's factor out -8. So we have -8 multiplied to g minus 2f, and this will be equals to, we know that 7 times 8 is 56. We have -8 times 7. So here we can factor out negative 8 from both sides, which leaves us with a new equation, g minus 2f equals to negative 7. So let's call it equation number 5. Now what we can do, we can take equation number 4 and from it we can subtract equation number 5. So we'll get, so we have g and g cancelling out. Now we have negative 3f minus of negative 2f. That will be equals to negative 5 minus of negative 7. So that leaves us with negative 3f plus 2f equals to negative 5 plus 7. So we get negative f equals to positive 2. So let's make it f equals to negative 2. Now that we have the value of f, we can replace it in either equation 4 or 5 to obtain the value of g. So let's use equation number 4. So for 4, we have g minus 3 times f. So f value will be negative 2 equals to negative 5. So g will be, so we have positive 6 equals to negative 5. So g comes out to be negative 11. So that's going to be the value of g. Now we have the value of f and we have the value of g. We can also find out the value of c. For this, let's use equation number 1. So we have 2 times g. So that's 2 times negative 11 plus 4 times f. f is negative 2. Plus c value, so that's equals to negative 5. We have negative 22 minus 8 plus c equals to negative 5. That gives us negative 30 plus c equals to negative 5, or c will be simply equals to 30 minus 5, which is equals to 25. So we've obtained the value for c as well. So now we have the value of f, we have the value of g, and we have the value of c. So we can now use the general form and we can define the center which is given by negative g comma negative f. So that will be equals to, we have obtained the value of g as negative 11. So negative g will be positive 11. F we obtained the value as equals to negative 2. So negative f will become positive 2. So 11 comma 2 is going to be the center of the circle. Let's now compute the radius. And we know that the radius is given by square root of negative g squared plus negative f squared minus c, which will be equals to square root of, so negative g corresponds to positive 11, so we have 121, plus negative f squared, so negative f corresponds to 2, so 2 squared will be 4, minus the c value, which is 25. So this will be equals to, so we have 121 plus 4, that's 125, minus 25, so that's square root of 100, 100 being a perfect square, so our radius comes out to be 10 units. Now we have the center and we have the radius. So let's note this down. Now we have obtained the center, coordinate of the center, as well as the radius of the circle. Now we'll need to find out the equation of the circle. For this, we'll have to use the standard form. So let's define the standard form. The standard form of a circle is going to have the center h comma k, and the radius is going to be given by r. Then we have an equation x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared. So that's equals to r squared. So this is going to be the standard form of a circle. Now in our case, we have a center. So we have a center given by 11 comma 2. Now in the standard form, this is represented by h comma k. So that means now we have the value of h. So that means the value of h is 11 and the value of k is 2. Radius is going to stay as 10 unit. So we can substitute the value of h, k and r into our standard form. So we're going to get x minus 11 whole squared plus y minus k. So k value is 2 whole squared equals to the square of the radius. So that's 100 units. Now what we can do, this is going to be the standard form of the circle, and if we expand it, we're going to get the general form of the circle. So that's going to be x squared plus y squared minus 22x minus 4y plus 25 equals to 0. So this is going to be the equation of the circle.